Okay, an update to the Juanita Broaddrick, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton scandal. It's a little bit complicated here. You see, Donald Trump tonight at 10 o'clock, that's an hour and 20 minutes from now, Eastern time, on May 18th, 2016. It's about to drop the bomb about Juanita Broaddrick, allegedly by Bill Clinton, and Hillary Clinton knowing all about it. Now, if Hillary knew about it, then why didn't she do anything about it? Why didn't she say anything? Why did she cover it up? Why did she go out of her way to silence and all the other victims of Bill Clinton? If she admits now that she knew about it, she's an accomplice. If she denies knowing anything about it, oh, Bill Clinton is an angel, etc., she's going to look like a bigger liar than she already is. Personality, they're showing that. They say her personalities are worst enemies. She loses either way of three ways. The third way would be dodging the bullet and saying, well, I don't want to talk about that right now. Well, it's an evasive personality that people don't like. They may not like everything about Donald Trump. In fact, they say 65% of the people favorable about him. They respect him. Even his opposition respects him for saying it the way it is, speaking what's on his mind, and in that regard. Hillary is a consummate politician. Whatever you got to do, get billions of dollars donated to the Clinton Foundation, and with the wing taking that money from Saudi Arabia and elsewhere, millions of dollars, illegal, by the way, to even take 1 penny for a foreign government. You give it to a charitable trust like the Clinton Foundation, and they just happen to donate to your favorite charity in Saudi Arabia. So what's going to happen now? Idiot, and people will watch a Hannity show, which is pre-taped, and maybe it won't show anything of the kind, and make a fluff piece or something. Predict they're actually going to do it. They do. Absolute history. Juanita Broaddrick says that Bill Clinton raped her in a hotel when she was actually an administrator of a nursing home. And she was volunteering at that time for Bill Clinton in 1978, I believe, when he was running for governor. And before then, because he didn't have all the right trappings for the Bible Belt, Arkansas area. So he and Hillary played the game and be like the perfect little married couple, etc. And they were advised they needed a child, so then they went ahead and, well, the rest is history. However, when Juanita Broaddrick came out publicly for the first time in about a decade at a fundraising event, Hillary had a 3 weeks, I guess, after she says occurred by Bill Clinton, and her. I mean, Juanita Broaddrick says that Hillary pressure to be quiet about the rape. Now, what does she offer her in return? Silence, money, nothing? Nah. I mean, I've just said be quiet about being raped. You know. I mean, where does this sit with feminism? Where does this sit with women's empowerment? I just don't know what Hillary could do. What could she possibly say? She could say, oh, I don't know anything about that. Or I knew about it, and she's an accomplice. I mean, I said that already, but it bears repeating. Now, there are people that are claiming that Bill Clinton had done something improper, ranging from groping to raping to anything in between. So, I mean, this is one beach ball that just cannot be submerged for long. You let go of a beach ball underwater, it's going to come to the surface very quickly. It's slippery. Well, the same slippery tangled web that the media laid in terms of a snare and a trap for Donald Trump about his ex-girlfriend and try to make it look like he was mean to her. Well, mean is one thing, rape is another. But the girlfriend has now come forward. Let me read this right. Rowanne Brewer Lane, she was a model. And she basically says that the New York Times gave a total hit piece, that it wasn't true, and mischaracterized her and everything else, that Donald Trump was a pretty decent guy. And that the Times was slandering, oh my, the New York Times slandering me. Oh, come on, heaven forbid. But it's all going to come to a head. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You can't have it both ways. The media can't come out there and shill for Hillary, and Hillary can't go there and shill for Billary, and not expect a counter rebuttal when they are living in glass houses throwing stones. Donald Trump saying he's a womanizer. Wait a second. Let me make this clear. There's a difference between being a womanizer, like Bill Clinton womanizing with Monica Lewinsky, and Monica Lewinsky manizing with Bill Clinton. She liked the status. She liked the deal. I mean, come on, Monica Lewinsky. That was consensual. But Juanita Broaddrick was certainly not consensual. So we're going to see what happens. We got a countdown now of 1 hour and 15 minutes until Sean Hannity at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time is going to bring it up, bring up the question, bring up the R word. So stay tuned. Let me conclude with one comment by Juanita Broaddrick, which, if I weren't so jaded, it would bring tears to my eyes. It probably should. It's a problem being involved in politics, religion, scandals. Desensitized after a while. We really shouldn't. But Broaddrick said, I wish that they had a lot of energy to interview the hundreds of women that Bill Clinton had probably spoken bad words about, and the many women that he has assaulted. And this is a quote: I think a person's own actions and what they do to women speaks much louder than a person's hearsay and words. So what are we going to do? We got a whole new group of people that, to them, they're the newbies, you know, the millennials. Desert Storm is ancient history. They either weren't born then or they're in diapers. So what do they know about Desert Storm? It's in their history book. What do they know about Bill Clinton and the womanizing and so forth and all the antics from the 90s? Now it's going to come out again just before elections. Justice may finally be done here, and watch for the polls after this. See how America reacts. We'll try to keep you updated. Stay tuned. And I'm Jerry McLaughlin for Clean TV. Remember, you saw it here in 1 hour and 13 minutes first before the Sean Hannity Fox News interview live.